everybody. Welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Friday, February 24th, 2023. Welcome back to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host, Brian Kruse. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Happy Friday, everybody. So happy to be here, and I'm happy you're joining us here on Kruse Control. And joining me, as always, is my... Oh, she walked away. So...
Okay.
Joining me as always is my co-host, Miss Sabrina Vittori. Welcome back, Sabrina. How was your Friday?
Ye have little faith. I was just putting the dog out. I would have been in my chair when I needed to be. I am wonderful. My Friday was great. I had a great day at work. We had a blackout. I got to come home early. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's raining cats and dogs here in LA, and everyone's going crazy. But yeah, that's how it goes. People go nuts when it rains here. Also joining us here back in the studio, which is not really a studio, but joining us back is Mr. Mike Casey at Touchy Ghost here. How you doing, Mike?
It's a studio. It's a virtual studio. We're in a place together. Like we this is the new world, Brian. Like don't judge the way that we live in the future. You have to embrace it.
This is the future.
I agree.
I wanted to say, I hope I'm not clipping too bad here.
Get in there.
Is anybody GR Waters? Hey, nice. Rachel Blakely. Hey guys, holler at us in the comments. Like I really love getting I like being able to hassle you, and I like being able to be gently hassled myself. So if
GR's coming in hot. He's like, make it a good show. Let's not have a sucky show tonight. Okay.
Yeah. Bring it. Well, we're happy to. I for one am happy to involve you guys in the show. It's beautiful to have you along for the ride. So yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight.
And tonight is brought to you by Corona. That's all I'm saying. Happy Friday. I wish it was.
Speaking of involving everyone in the show, one of our viewers suggested that on Fridays we do some sort of a drinking thing. We don't really know what that is yet, but we have everyone has alcohol by them, whatever their drink of choice may be. So if someone fucks up or has something we don't like or something, we're going to tell someone to drink. So you guys can get in on that too.
I'm drinking ayahuasca. It's straight DMT spiritual journey for me
tonight.
Shut the
fuck up.
So.
No, you're not. Now drink, because you said some bullshit. Drink. Thank you. See, something
I'll
like
drink
that.
to that, Mike. I'll drink to that.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be vomiting in my yurt later. So we'll see if I'm lying or not.
Yurt, I can't with you.
Yurt or yogurt, either one.
I'll take yogurt.
Yogurt's good. Yeah.
Have me on Friday now. Rachel
says. We'll see how it goes. We're testing it out. We're doing a test drive. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But as always, now it's time for what? For some breaking news. All right, everybody. We'll see if I can switch and do this. But we're going to start off today, and we're going to start shooters every 5 minutes, JR says. We'll see. We'll see. Well, the first thing we're talking about is Succession. So Succession now is going away, everybody. We just talked about it, it's coming back for season 4. Well, season 4 will be the very last season of Succession, unfortunately. So if you're a big fan of the HBO Max show, it's gone, everybody. Bye, bye, bye. In the words of the NSYNC. NSYNC. Bye, bye, bye. Going away. It had great
very surprising.
Seasons. You can't complain with that, But March 26th is when the 4th season airs, and then it's goodbye to Succession. And with goodbye to Succession comes hello to New Santa Claus season 2. Now,
nice segue,
Brian. I've heard Succession is great. Yeah, but Santa Claus' season 2 is coming next Christmas season, or next holiday season, I should say. And a new person's coming to the cast, and that is Eric Stonestreet from Modern Family. Yep, he's coming in. He's going to play. He's so great. Well, he's coming back to play who? Another Santa Claus. Oh, I don't know what that was. That sounded like ghost dreams. That was for, anyways. So he's coming back to be Santa Claus, but he's going to be a Santa Claus from the past, the 14th century, and he's going to return now and try to take down Scott Calvin, Tim Allen, and reclaim his throne as the main Santa Claus of the North Pole. And Scott's going to be training his son to be Santa Claus, but now he's have to battle with, his buddy here, Eric, to see who's going to be the new Claus.
He's going to win. Eric Stonestreet is going to beat the bejesus out of Tim Allen.
Eric
I would think
Stonestreet's
so.
so nice. I
great.
can't imagine
Yeah.
him being a
Yeah, he's
villain.
a whoop
like,
that
that's
ass.
The
so
thing. Yeah, he's gonna.
sweet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to be nice to defeat someone to become Santa Claus. It's not a meanness contest. It's a kindness to others contest.
Actually, I agree with you. I'm gonna drink.
Is that okay? Drink if we agree. We are gonna be
No, because I
kid-based.
tried to shoot you down. I was like, he's too nice to be a villain, and you were like, well, actually, this is why it works, and so I was wrong, so I drink.
Actually,
He looks like a great Santa Claus, though, doesn't he? Though I can see him playing Santa Claus.
is that a compliment, Brian?
I mean, they had Kumar play Santa Claus in season 1, so
True.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, at least he has
Kumar, that poor guy. What's his real name? I call him Kumar too.
I know it's horrible. He's fantastic. I mean, I like him normally. If you watch, I'll tell you that one that one Kiefer Sutherland show.
Designated Survivor.
Designated Survivor. I loved him on that. He was fantastic, and of course, I love him in the Harold and Kumar movies.
That's
one.
a bummer to think of him as Kumar still. He's a fantastic actor, and it seems to be a great person. Like
I still call him Kumar. I cannot help myself.
What an Urkel phenomenon.
And then he went into politics for a while, and then
Jaleel White is Urkel's name. I know Urkel's name. Jaleel White.
Well,
okay,
yeah.
so
he's made his mark because he voiced Sonic, right, Brian?
Yeah, 100%. I love him as Sonic, the best Sonic the Hedgehog yet. I was bummed. I thought they should have gotten him for the actual movies, but what do? That's how it goes. But speaking of somebody else from the 80s, like Urkel, I want to talk about the Goldbergs. So the Goldbergs are going away, everybody. The Goldbergs are gone.
Oh my
Unfortunately,
God, look at that
season
picture.
10 will be their very, very last season.
That actually was a good segue. Good job. It's an 80s style sitcom. That was okay.
Do we drink for good segues?
Okay, good segue. All right, good
drink
segue.
for good segues right here. We're gonna see what's happening. I'm doing sake right now tonight. So season 3 or season 10, May 3rd is the season finale. And that'll be it. The ratings have been, going down. They're saying the costs are rising, which makes no fucking sense to me because I worked on this show and it's fucking cheap to make this show. They do most of it at Sony Studios on stage. They do like 6 to 8 hour days. They're fast. They're awesome. They're efficient. They're fucking amazing human beings. I call it bullshit button on being,
shout out to Richard Gonzalez, amazing second AD.
It's got to be the paychecks of the cast, right? Because they've been on forever, so they're probably just negotiating like what?
I think the Jeff Garland effect is also a problem too because they got rid of him, and so he's not on the show anymore because of the sexual allegations against him. But Jeff is awesome. Yeah, Culver City. Yeah, Sony. I've worked there so many times, and honestly, it's a great set. Barry, the guy who plays Barry, oh man, I'm going blank on his name. Barry on the show, he's awesome. I stood in for him a lot, and he always goes, "Hi, Paul Rudd. Hey, Paul Rudd, how you doing, yeah? Paul Rudd's back." I love him. He's so great. I got Paul Rudd working for me today. He's awesome. Troy is his name. So yeah, that's a great show. And I call shenanigans on the budget thing, but they've done like over 200 episodes.
I was surprised it's still on. I watched like the first 6 seasons probably, and I mean it's straight up like Full House level with maybe like a little bit 100%. More subversive. It's pure comfort viewing. So I don't know that it's as topical as people typically demand, but also people need that kind of material. Yes. So I'd be interested to see what are we going to have?
I need to stop you right now. I'm not trying to interrupt you, but Rachel has the best idea I've ever heard. Brian has to do a shot every time he does an impression. It's happening.
Yeah, we haven't been able to address the comments much yet, but these comments are fellas.
I'm popping them in.
Hot.
Yeah, they're great. They're great.
And ladies, by the way, a lot of ladies in the chat.
I don't do that many impressions.
Dudes is a non-gendered term.
I do.
His weed is too expensive.
You're trying to lure me in there. To do it. I will not do it. Give me your wrist.
I did one for doing an impression. I had a drink because I did one. Oh, you did it. Thank you, Rachel. Anyways, best idea ever.
So, Goldbergs is going away, but something that's coming soon to a theater near you is a new Ryan Reynolds movie about playing in a boy band. That's right. Ryan Reynolds is going to do a musical. He's going to do another musical, even though he said that Spirited.
He said he was never going to do a musical again.
I know. After doing Spirited, he said, "I'll never do a musical again." Well, he's doing another musical, and he's going to be doing it about a boy band that is getting back together. All right. So they don't really know much about this yet, but it's by Sean Levy and him, who also did they're doing Deadpool 3. They've worked together before in a bunch of movies. So they're going to team up after Deadpool, and probably, it'll probably be after Deadpool because they got to be working on that pretty soon here. But it's going to be about him and a boy band, and about a boy band getting back together and the shenanigans that happen from there, the reunion of a boy band.
They've got to be in
You
pre-production.
should have to drink every
for
time you
Deadpool
say
right
shenanigans. Also,
Oh yeah, Deadpool starts shooting I think in the fall, so it's gonna be started
Mhm.
shooting very soon, and then it comes out a year from there. It comes out in I think it's October, November 2024.
Are we
So-
on Deadpool? Are we on Deadpool 6 or Deadpool 7 now?
25 and a
Stop it
half.
right now. Stop it. Stop. Deadpool 3. That's
GR
not
says,
enough.
"Oh my God, another musical." GR says, "I know they're everywhere. GR, you can't stop, won't stop. They love them some musicals." I'm surprised Ryan Reynolds is doing this though, because he said like after Spirited, like I can't do any more musicals. That's not for me. It was a lot of work, and he didn't really care for it. He did a good job. He did good singing. You know, it was
He's
good.
a guy that he likes to work. He likes to play around. He likes to be on stage. Like he's a guy that wants to be doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like maybe he dislikes his family. I don't know why. Why.
He's got like 4 kids.
I'll
He
drink
is
for
a
that.
very happy family man. How dare you say anything about my Ryan?
Yes,
Well,
poor
he
kid.
likes to work.
Friend
he likes
of the
to work.
show.
He likes
Friend
to be
of the
away.
show, Ryan
Likes
Reynolds.
to be
Friend of the
away
show.
from them an awful lot. Oh, that's a bridge that Brian hasn't burnt yet.
Not yet. I
Not
burned
yet.
my
Okay,
bridges,
we'll hold
but
off
not
on
yet.
that one.
There's certain people that would probably come after me if they see all this shit. You know what I mean? They probably would. Mike, you need to find yourself a friend of the show. I have Dave Bautista. Bautista's my friend. Apparently,
Yep.
Sabrina has Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan.
And Rachel's been on this show. She's saying that Chris Evans is her friend of the show. So you got to figure
Yep.
out your friend of the show. So think about that.
What does
Think about
friend
that.
of the show mean in this
Like a celebrity
Well,
context?
when Brian randomly will mention
Kevin
Dave
Spacey.
Bautista,
Kevin
He's
Spacey,
like-
no question. He's my friend.
If Kevin
of the
Spacey
show.
heard your comments in the show,
No,
he would not
no.
be your friend.
That was pretend. That was a
would be
joke.
enemy
Don't
of the
drink
show.
for that for lying.
Brian will randomly bring up Dave Bautista and be like, "So when Dave said," and I'm like, "What? Who the fuck are we talking about?" And he's like, "Oh,
call him
Bautista."
Dave.
Like he brings him
Dave.
up like as if he's
Dave,
in our
you know.
living room and like we all know what's happening. So that's why he's friend of the show.
Well, when I was in college, we had a Facebook group called the Dave Gang.
Yep,
And I
exactly.
was a part of
First
it.
name Dave.
So it was Dave, Ben, my buddy Ben, who's an
I'm a
amazing guy,
try-jar.
Jeff, and we were all part of it. Matt Leslie, which I can't believe I just said that name. I haven't heard that name in a long time. But we love the Dave Gang. Good old Dave. Do it, Dave. So, anyways, somebody going away. I just want to talk about this because Grey's Anatomy's been on since I was in college, since before I was in college. It's been a while. But anyways, Ellen Pompeo is leaving Grey's Anatomy after 18 years on the show.
No.
She started in March 18 years ago, and she's ending in March 18 years later. Her last
poetic.
episode airs today, everybody. So if you're a big fan of Grey's Anatomy, you better check it out because no more Meredith on the show anymore. I don't know.
Golf clap. Good job, Ellen Pompeo.
Everybody golf clap together.
Everybody. All you in the comments, if you would
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time on the show.
Are they ending the show or is she just leaving the show? Rachel would like
show's
to know.
not done. That show's going nowhere. No, the show's not
she's
going
just
anywhere.
leaving.
No.
She's
No,
just
they have
leaving.
another. Yeah, there's another season coming up. Everything's fine for the show. I think this is like season 19 or 20, and they already said there's another show.
She's been
coming
on
too.
since Jump, so if she's been on for 18 years, it has to be season 18. Like she's been
Yeah.
on the whole time. It's about her. She's Grey. Her name's Meredith Grey. So it's
Meredith
Grey's
Grey.
Anatomy. The show is named after her.
Yeah, Meredith Grey, everybody. So she's been on there for a long
Anatomy.
time. So it's Grey's what? Grey's Anatomy, everybody. Is that right? Anatomy? Am I saying
Yeah.
that wrong?
Anemone.
Grey's Anatomy.
Anemone is the way you pronounce it.
But her.
Anemone.
Oh, you
Anemone.
fucked up. Have a shot.
Anemone.
Drink.
Anemone.
drink,
It's
drink.
like a sea anemone.
Thanks, Gr.
Anyways, with Meredith going away, somebody coming back for the first time on the Broadway stage is the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, Jonas Bros.
More musicals for GR out there in the comments. Kevin, Nick, and Joe announced their 5-show stand. They're going to be at the Marcus Theater next month. They're going to start March 14th, and it's going to run through March 18th. A brief Broadway residency coincides with the up-and-coming release of the
3
group's-
days in Broadway and we're making news?
I
Let's
know.
stop.
I know. That's going to coincide with their new record coming out May 5th via Republic Record. And the Jonas Brothers are on Broadway 5 albums, 5 nights, and 3 Jonas Brothers. Whoopee, as GR said, a different album every night they're going to be doing, apparently, I guess. So we
The
don't
Bros of
So is it
Joe.
a concert or like a Broadway show? Like this doesn't even make sense.
I know. It's going back to Broadway, but they're just going to be playing in Broadway.
Just them dicking around is what I Rachel, you're on point tonight.
I would prefer that to listen to them play. Like if they're just goofing around on stage, like
Well, I think they're going to be
hassling
digging
people
around
to
with
sell
songs.
seats.
I'm sure they're
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
digging around like.
Well,
Jonas
we'll
is
find
back.
out
All right.
when we go there, won't we, Sabrina?
True. I called this, by the way. I said this is what GR will say when we mention the Jonas Brothers, and I am correct.
Dilligaff, GR Waters, could you explain DILLIG? I see give a fudge at the end there. Dude, I like I give a fudge. Yeah, if you could spell that out for me.
Anyways.
Clarification on the acronym. Lexi had watched
So the Jonas Brothers are back for those big Jonas fans to Broadway if you like it. It's not really Broadway, but they're going to be performing their albums for 5 nights only, everybody. So if you're in New York,
thank you,
GR. Jonas Brothers, you know. Do I
Nailed
give a fuck, he says. No, you do not, GR.
Dilligaff, of course. How could I
love it.
forget
I love it.
Dilligaff?
As they're coming to Broadway, somebody that's going away, not a friend of the show, I don't think, but maybe James Corden. James Corden's going away, everybody.
Definitely not a friend of the show.
The Late Show is ending finally now. The last show is airing. They're doing a special.
What the fuck is that picture?
That's him. Now you wonder what that picture is, and this is what that picture is.
Is that Pumbaa and Timon?
Yeah.
They're gonna do a Lion King special before the Late Show.
Oh fuck
yeah. Lion King special.
Yeah. This is what they should have been doing all along. I would have a million times preferred that over the Late Show.
If they have Billy Eichner and John Oliver and who played Pumbaa again? Seth Rogen, then I would be involved.
Oh yeah.
They have Tom Cruise, everybody. They have Tom Cruise.
Even better. Bring it on.
He's an enemy of the show. That's what Rachel said. Enemy of the show. They have Tom Cruise. He did 7 seasons of this, 7 years doing this show. And he's going back to the UK. He's apparently been trash talking enough for talking down to waiters long enough. So he's going back home. So he's out of here. So
what did you say about Tom Cruise?
He did. You meant Corden and you said Tom Cruise. That's a drink, Brian.
Okay, so Corden's going on.
I was like, "What the actual? Is he going to be Pumbaa? Like, what is happening? I'm so confused."
He's going back to the UK. He said he's done. He must be the family. We talked about this before.
He's burned all of his bridges here in America. Bye.
We talked about this before. How he's being released. He's being actually replaced by not another host, but a whole new show because that show's done. So prime time they did for the last episode. Good for him. He got prime time for his last episode. Everybody else is normally sleeping when this show's on, so
that's a beautiful kiss off. We'll give you a good slot. Bye.
See ya.
That was an impression, Brian. If it was not,
was it? Okay.
See ya. Wait, or is it?
Brian's gonna be hammered in 10 minutes.
That's an original. That's an impression.
That is me, everybody.
Brian, circa 2004.
That's actually an impression I stole from my cousin. Used to always say it, so then I made it my own.
Okay, so it is technically.
So as he's going away, something that's coming back is it. It is coming back, everybody. But it is coming back in a way you wouldn't expect. As an original TV prequel series, a drama series on HBO Max called Welcome to Derry. Derry. On HBO Max. So that's what's going down, everybody. So this is going to be before the events of the first It. It's going to actually dive into the 1960s in a time leading up to the events of part 1, showing where it came from, and Pennywise, I should say. And yeah, it's happening. It's going to be by people that actually worked on It Chapter 2, and Wonder Woman, excuse me. And yeah, a lot of people working on this. I'm not sure about doing an actual series on this. Like, we have 2 movies. We have the original with Tim Curry, who I'll still say is fucking amazing. Rocky. He's awesome. That's an impression.
Was that an impression?
100%.
He's great. I love my.
You can't just milk the same shot the whole time. By the way, I need you to refill that sake cup, bro.
I have been filling. This is almost gone, by the way.
Oh, so okay. Stand corrected.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what? Now I have to drink.
Rachel, and Lexi. I know you're listening out here. I'm not sure about this. I am not. Mike, Sabrina, I'm not sure about this. Like, why do we have to do a prequel series? I mean, we already have the prequel.
Is the prequel going to be how he became a creep out, like a creepy, like not prehistoric.
Pre-abescence, yeah, a pre-abescence murderer.
Well, no, I think what we're all wondering is how he ended up in the sewer. Like, presumably he was a clown up in the terrestrial world with the rest of us doing birthday parties,
But how did he become like a live forever in your nightmares kind of guy? Like,
well, that's the question, isn't it, Sabrina? And I think
no one
depending on who
gives a fuck, Mike? No one cares.
Get into it, Mike.
Drink.
Get into it.
I think it really depends on who we have as the showrunners. If they're interested in pursuing the theological topics that Stephen King was developing during the 1980s, while he was snorting mountains of cocaine and really delving into what the childhood fears of our generation are.
Worked on one show in the 80s to see what kind of crazy snowballing was going on out there. Like it's
snowballing? I think snowballing is actually a different term than doing cocaine.
Is it? What does that mean?
Yeah. Hey, you in the comments. Is anybody else familiar with snowballing?
Cocaine, right? Is it snowing? Is it snowing means cocaine?
Skiing. Let's go skiing. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you know.
Maybe. I guess I've been out of the loop for too long.
Well, Sabrina, what do you think about this?
If I'm wrong, I'll drink.
G.R. Waters says it was fun. He's a big fan of snowballing.
Of snowballing. It sounds like a sexual terminology to me. Sabrina, what do you think about this It prequel? Do you think it could be something that's good? Do you think it is actually necessary, or do you think that they should be like, leave it in the sewer and let him be?
Yes. All of the things all the questions that you just said, I answered very quickly. Nope, and yes. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I do not want it. Why? What is the point? Heck, the last one that they just did with the Sarsgaard, one of the 17 Sarsgaards and the children, the little children and the grown-up children. It was pretty fucking good. I leave it where it is. Like, why? Just get a new idea. You know, Stephen King has 3,000 books. Like, maybe just find another one of his that you like if you're hooked on him. Like, I don't know. Like, it's too much.
Who are these showrunners? Do either of you guys, are you familiar with the names of these showrunners at all? Because I really think that's the question. Because HBO does try to give properties to people that might be able to take them someplace, but also because it's King, like it could get real gratuitous real easy.
Ryan's drunk already. No, he's not. Mike, it's actually the same showrunners from like It 2, Part 2, and they also did Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman, and there's a couple producers,
that's good.
or I think it's one of the writers.
Do they call them showrunners when they're in movies?
Yeah.
No, like a showrunner's like a UPM. Like they're not really like they're not shaping the show. Like, you know, like you could hire me to be a showrunner on a show, like, and I would facilitate like, you know, locations and budgets and things like that. Doesn't mean that they're going to make a successful show. That means they're going to help it run smoothly. Like, I mean, showrunner, great. Like some showrunners are creators as well. You know, some showrunners have a higher hand in development. But the term showrunner is not necessarily like, you know, you know, you hire a showrunner because they're good at their job. Like it doesn't mean that creative content.
Who's the creative hand? And do we?
Who cares? Get a new fucking idea. Like honestly, like just stop. It's ridiculous.
Hollywood.
A prequel, a sequel, a fucking parallel quel. Like I've had enough. Like just stop.
Stop digging for IP, Hollywood. Sabrina's coming for you.
Idea.
Make a new idea.
I'm coming for all of you.
New idea for Sabrina Vittore.
Make me new idea. I like it very much. Give me new idea from Kazakhstan.
That's an impression.
Oh fuck! No, but it was Brian does an impression, not Sabrina.
No, that was an impression of Florence
Good
Pugh.
for the goose.
We know.
Good for the goose, Sabrina.
Fine,
if it's good for the goose.
I will say though, there's no need for this. Like Lexi just said too. Lexi was saying the same shit. Like we're trying to like hold on to this franchise and keep making it relevant and keep bringing it forward to make money off an old franchise because hell, people will tune in because it's got a name attached to it. It doesn't matter if the cast is involved, the same cast, the same characters. It doesn't give a fuck. It's just like you see it, okay, I'll watch it. Tune in on. Let's watch.
Need I remind you of the 30 Stephen King movies that were trash, like that came out like in fucking between?
Hey, but 17 of them were good.
Great movies, but
the mist. What was one on Hulu? The Rock one.
That was good. Castle Rock. That was good.
The first season. The second season was like womp womp womp.
I don't really remember the second season.
That's what I'm saying.
But the first season was really good. And you know what else was really fucking good that he did was the one with Jason Bateman and Jason Bateman.
Oh yeah, The Outsiders.
Thank you. Yes, that was also really good. And you canceled that, but you want to make a prequel to it? Like, do something better. Like, what the fuck?
So you were okay with them scavenging that IP, just not if they.
It's not scavenging. It was a new idea. It was a new idea.
Here's what I say about a sequel to it.
The
Turns into a
Outsiders was
prequel.
a new idea. It was a series. I would have watched another season of that. Instead, they're like digging at a prequel to it. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Well,
Here's what I say to a
they are developing the Insiders now. I heard about that. That's on Starz.
Kindly go fuck yourself and take a
Oh, yeah.
drink,
It's gonna be, they're gonna oil everybody up, get them all naked, and they're gonna film, and that's the Insiders. Anyways, here's what I say to a sequel to it: don't do it. Anyways, we gotta move on. So
we're never going to make our time limit, man. We spent too much time on your monologue. We're never going to make it to everything.
Are we still in the monologue?
No.
Speaking of an insider, I'm gonna move on. Speaking of an insider, I want to talk about Harvey Weinstein, an insider.
Segue.
So Harvey
Oh,
Weinstein.
look at that
everybody,
picture.
just
He looks
got
like he crawled out of a
sentenced.
hole.
Yeah, he just got sentenced to 16 more years behind bar for LA rape case. And he went out in front of everybody and said, "Hey, I'm innocent." He kept saying that, even though-
okay, buddy.
Yeah, I maintain that I'm innocent. He said, "I never knew." Okay, so Jane Doe 1 came forward and actually put herself out there and actually released who she was. But he said, "I never knew this woman. And the fact that she doesn't know me, this is all about money," he said. All right. Well, he's getting 8 years on count 1, 6 years on count 2, and 2 years on count 3. And the judge said that all the sentences are going to run consecutively. Wow. Consecutively.
Yeah, that's good, as opposed to concurrently.
Yeah. He'll be dead before he goes 5 years, GR says. I don't think he's going to last either, GR. The thing is, he's already been sentenced like 23 years.
No, he looks like he's been brought back from the dead 3 times already. Some kind of necromancer is working some voodoo on him.
He looks like the guy from that oh my god, I love him. Oh fuck, what is his name? He looks like the guy in Independence Day that's like walking around with the skin hanging off of him in the very first
D'Onofrio,
one.
Thank you,
Vincent
D'Onofrio.
I love him. Friend of the show, Vincent. My boy Vincent, when he was walking around with the skin falling off his face.
We did a Zoom meeting with Vincent D'Onofrio. He is so fucking great.
We did. He's super nice.
So nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh really?
I'm so happy he's
super
coming
cool.
back here. Oh yeah, he was talking to us. He's like, "What's your name, Sabrina O'Brien? Let's talk." And it was so cool. It was a SAG thing. It was so cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was super fucking cool.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Friend of the show. Hashtag.
When I say Vinny from now on, I'm talking about Vincent D'Onofrio. Just FYI.
Vinny, yeah.
Eventually, we're gonna have some like buttons
Vin.
for chats. And we're gonna have all of our friends of the show as buttons. You can pop up there. That'll be fun. But anyways, so yeah, he's going to jail again for more time. He's 71 years old. So like GR said, like he's not. He's gonna die in prison. That's what it's gonna be. The thing is, like we knew this was happening.
Rachel saying that evil people live fucking forever for a reason, because that is so true. Like they're like, do you ever see people like 750 years old, like, and they're like still kicking and fucking being cunts? Like it's very true. I feel like evil people live longer than good people. So hopefully suffers in jail.
That is.
No, yeah, like it's. You ever see the Dark Crystal, that Muppet movie, or they made a series on Netflix too? Yeah, like,
absolutely not.
The Skeksis. You want to become an immortal, so you suck the evil into you to grab all the order from the.
I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up and drink, because that's an impression, buddy.
I think we all do a shot.
That was an opinion, Sabrina.
The way you said it was not Mike voice. Drink.
This is Mike voice. We don't know each other that well, Sabrina. You don't know that this is my usual voice. Okay.
Hey, rein it in. All right. He looks 101, but he's 71. Let's do a shot to that. Here we go. All right. So, yeah. Weinstein is going away. We knew it was going to happen. This is not news, really. It is, but it's not. We knew it was going to happen. This guy. Sabrina, what do you think about this? Do you think that he deserves another term of 16 years, or do you think that he shouldn't get this?
Is that a serious fucking question? Like, oh yes, no, I am an advocate for Harvey Weinstein's raping. Please let him out immediately so we can rape more people. Like, are you insane?
I made these graphics. I wanted to show him.
Oh, okay. So this is a service to all of your hard work that you've done. That picture, he looks like he's wearing his dad's suit, or he's like shrinking very slowly, like a Beetlejuice situation.
He's being hauled away to prison in that shot.
Sweet baby Jesus, at least somebody. Like, I honestly, I hope he spends the rest of his life in jail. He is a bazillionaire, so if anyone can weasel their way out with an appeal, it would be him. I just really hope that it doesn't happen, and he just stays in jail and gets anally raped many, many times and then winds up dead. That's what I hope. Sorry to be so blunt, but that's how I feel. Yeah, Brian, nice face.
So, anyways,
that's what happens in prison. I'm sorry you're such a good boy. You don't know what happens in prison. That's what happens in prison. Okay.
Harvey Weinstein
problematic.
To jail for more time, everybody. And with that, too, Regal is filing bankruptcy.
Hold on. Wait, no. It's something called fucking karma, people. It's karma. Reap what you sow, buddy.
So
Regal. Give me the Regal.
Regal's parent company, Cineworld, has filed bankruptcy. This is something that happened not too long ago because apparently after the pandemic, they said that wow, that was weird. After the pandemic, they said, well, no one's going to theaters. We're doing bad. They've lost a lot of money. They've already been in the hole by like, oh my God, it's so much money. It's like, I got it written down here somewhere, but it's like billions of dollars. So anyways, they're up for sale because like we don't want to file for bankruptcy completely. They're closing theaters around the country. They're having issues. Cineworld has already said, they're across the country. They're in the US, they're in Ireland, they're in the UK. And the people have been expressing interest in buying Regal and buying it out of the hole so that it won't go bankrupt completely. But everybody's lowballing them pretty much. Lowballing them completely. They said all their bids are just way beyond what they need to get in order to get out of the hole, which, of course, it's $6 billion it is. $6 billion in the hole. That's where they're at. So, they've already been closed in theaters. By May 30th, they have to get this money or they are done. So if you are a member of Regal Cinemas pass, like monthly pass, which I am, I'm a little bit worried about it, a little bit. So
just make sure you go see your movies.
You have to. But because of Ant-Man, and because of Avatar, they've made a lot more money this early quarter of 2023, which has helped, but they're still not doing well. Cineworld is the biggest conglomerate in all of Regal, so that was the biggest worry. They already filed bankruptcy, but because of that, Regal might have to, like I said, they're talking about closing the Sherman Oaks one, which is not that far away. I'll buy it, $50. Get it, Lexi.
Favorite comment.
$50.
Favorite comment right here.
They're saying lowball. They're not saying they're quote. They're saying they're lowballing them. So I'm like, okay, well, this affects the movie industry big time. Mike, do you think that somebody will actually buy Regal, or will they just let that shit sink?
I think that Lexi C is probably the highest bidder right now. She the last I heard was $37. So I think that $50 is like a 20% improvement over that. How many I'm out here in the Midwest. How many Regal locations are there in LA County, do you think?
They just opened one like right down the street, like brand new, like really nice. Like
this is all ramifications from COVID, I would imagine.
Yeah,
right?
That's what they say. Because there's AMC, then it goes Regal.
Opened during COVID, like it just
and Regal.
Like
Regal just bought up. Yeah, Regal bought up ArcLight after COVID, though. They bought ArcLight, which is like a huge chain out here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're
Scientology owned before.
Then. Is this some kind of a money ploy?
Yes, Scientology owned ArcLight before. So, and there's a big one, the Dome in Hollywood, which almost closed down, but now Regal bought that. They bought the one in Sherman Oaks. Well, the Sherman Oaks one's
I think we got a question. Anytime that there are big corporations investing a bunch of funds into a situation and then immediately declaring bankruptcy, I think there's a good chance for some sort of malfeasance occurring. And I haven't looked deeply into this.
Oh my God.
But
I love that you just said malfeasance. That's one of my
I love that.
Wait, let me say it again. Let me say it again with some proximity effect. Malfeasance.
Drink
to that.
Give me a malfeasance.
Yeah. Rachel, answer your question. Regal doesn't, they low-key charge for seats. Low-key. So if you are a member, I have the Regal Pass. So if you're a member, if you go to the standard theater, it's free. Well, it's 50-cent service charge. But if
the
you
Regal
go to
Pass.
If you go to the next seat, which are the reclining seats, they charge you $1 per everywhere you sit. Doesn't matter where it's at. It's $1 more on top of your $21.99
for a reclining seat. That's the best deal you're going to get anywhere in your life.
But Mike, you're already paying.
No, but you're already paying for the pass.
$21.99.
No, it's $22.99. $1 doesn't mean anything.
I do it all the time. Trust me, I don't care. I don't give two shits. I do it all the time. But I'm saying they do charge. And if you go to the 4DX, which is the seats that like shake and move, you can smell the movie. You can smell the movie. You can see snow falling on the movie. It rains on you. You fly. You're gonna feel wind blowing in your face. It's the
Yeah.
best
You fly.
experience ever for a movie.
Okay.
You fly.
You're gonna drink. You're gonna
You
drink for
fly.
bullshit. You don't fly. Drink for bullshit.
You fly.
Thank you.
You fly in a way.
I don't think
You
you've
don't
been
fly in
to
a
a
way.
Regal
There's no
cinema very
flying.
recently, Sabrina.
Come on, Sabrina.
You fly.
You have not gone.
You really do.
I have, and you don't fly.
That's
okay?
why it's
You
astonishing
don't
that
flying.
they're going
It
bankrupt.
feels like you fly
You
a little
don't
bit.
qualify it as flying. Like
Rachel, you're right.
maybe-
4DX movies
See?
are fucking wild. They're great.
See, Rachel
Yeah,
Rachel
they're
knows
super
what it's
cool,
like
but
to
you
fly.
Don't, Rachel, can you answer me a question? Do you fucking fly? Do you fly?
You fly. You fly. Don't,
You
don't
almost
trash
saw,
talk about Regal
you
flying.
almost saw Titanic in 4DX. Oh, we can't be
Oh.
friends anymore, Rachel. Cannot be friends anymore. You gave James Cameron extra money and moved Titanic up the list of highest grossing films of all time, and I'm very upset.
How the hell are
That
you
is
ever going to rein
malfeasance.
this in,
Malfeasance.
Brian?
I'm
We
gonna
have
keep
gone
going.
beyond the pale.
I'm gonna keep
Oh,
going. The thing
Yeah,
is
you
about
better
that,
drink.
though,
Drink on your own. Drink on your
Sabrina.
own. You know you did wrong.
Sabrina.
Drink it up, bud. Yes. Sir.
Sabrina, do you think someone will actually buy Regal, or do you think
No.
they're gonna go to the wayside like many theaters before them?
I can't imagine they go by the wayside. They have all these like high-tech, state-of-the-art theaters that are all over Los Angeles, and I'm sure other places, or I'm not really sure other places, but like it's a huge market here, and a lot of them are brand new. So I can't imagine that anyone would just let them sit. They will be utilized. I just
Come on, Rachel. We
don't
fly.
know.
We fly in 4DX. Come on. Don't tell me no.
No, we don't. No, that's still a hard no, bud. There is no flying.
That's what the
Fly,
the
fly in
four sta- the
4DX.
4 stands for fly.
They could charge $100 if you actually flew, and people would pay it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you had
That's
Think
why
hover
it's such a
I
care,
fly?
great deal.
Think that I fly and combine it with the 4DX? Fuck yeah, I'm
yeah, I
down.
think
Let's
at
do it.
the Universal City Walk where they put you in that thing and you just do this all the time.
I'm
Like,
down.
is
The
that what you're
movie's
talking
playing. It's goggles and you're flying and shit.
about?
I'm
Well,
down.
you know
I'm
what
down.
would have been really
Can't
good.
Stop, won't stop.
Lexi is really pushing the $50 cat theater 40X.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If they that's the thing. If Regal wants to get serious
You can
about
make
bringing
it like an
people back
emotional
in,
support theater. There's a cat theater. There's a dog theater.
oh
There's
Jesus,
like a
they're
giraffe
gonna have to be
theater,
kicking
like,
people away. They're gonna be beating them away with sticks at the door. Like you get cats and
Absolutely.
start talking emotional support.
Yeah,
Like
well,
that's what
yeah.
America needs. at the
You have to
moment,
get
don't you
very
think?
well trained dogs and cats that don't meow or bark in the theater because that could be counterproductive.
You don't need the movies. Just give me the cats. Like I think that's what the people will want.
Maybe the
Oh,
cats
they
like socialize with you outside. Like you get cocktails and cats, and then you go in
Just
and
cats.
watch the movie
Pure-
without the cats.
Pure 100% cats.
Sans the cats. I mean, I
It's
don't know,
like
just
you
throwing
walk
it out.
in, they say,
We're
cat,
spitballing here.
cat,
We're
ginger.
spitballing.
Which one do you want? Ginger? Mixed? What do you want? Get it. Get it. Get it.
Did
Anyways,
you say
I don't think
ginger?
anybody's
I
gonna
think
buy
like
Regal.
tabby or like I think make a type of cat rather than like a
I don't think anybody's gonna buy
Brainstorm
this Regal.
session. Brainstorm
worried
session
about
on
it.
Kruse Control.
Regal.
I'm worried
Call us
about
up.
Regal.
We have tons of ideas
I'm
as you can see.
We live right by the new NoHo West. I'm really worried because it's a huge theater. It's brand new. It just opened after COVID. They built it during COVID. I'm worried because I love it. I can walk
Lexi,
there, ride my
I'm
bike.
with this. We'll only
It's
play
great.
Alfred Hitchcock in the Bird Theater. Like I feel like this is getting better and better by the
The
second.
cats will love that.
Here's what I'm gonna say: Regal, sell the Lexi. Done.
Yes, and then we're gonna have animal themed theaters. It's gonna be great. Rachel
And
says that
speaking
we
of
have
animals,
no
speaking
time
of
limit on
animals,
Friday.
I want to talk
Hey,
about
hey.
Cocaine Bear.
Oh,
Oh, that
Frank,
was
talk about
that was a
Cocaine Bear.
segue. That's the first real segue we've had.
drink to a great segue.
I want to talk about Cocaine Bear. Let's do a shot about Cocaine Bear because
I love all
it's
the.
probably
I love
Ray
every
Liotta-
syllable.
Liotta-
You
Liotta's-
put the
I can't even
emphasis
say
on
his
all the
last name.
syllables.
It's Ray's last movie, probably. I'm just saying.
Leota.
It might be. Oh, there it is. I said it wrong all day. All day.
Ray
Can't say it
Ray
right.
Ray, we call him.
Ray's last movie. And I
Friend
gotta
of the
tell
show.
you,
Friend of the show.
friend of the
Ray.
show. Rest in peace, Ray. We love you. Anyways, I'm excited about this movie. It just came out. It made 2 million. 2 million on Thursday, which isn't a lot of money. Not a lot of money, but
On Thursday? It came out yesterday?
came out yesterday. 2 million bucks it made.
Cocaine
2
Bear?
million is good then.
Cocaine
we
Bear is
need to
out,
take,
everybody.
We need to take Kruse Control into the theater for a Cocaine Bear watch.
We'll go live, guys. We'll go live. So Cocaine Bear came
We'll
out.
get arrested.
It's an hour and a half long, directed by Elizabeth Banks, everybody. It's loosely based on real events. right,
Rachel, thank you, Rachel. That's very funny.
Don't let Sabrina
if only Sabrina knew what that term meant. So
I said
Rachel,
that. I was like, what
great.
does that mean? I'm Googling it right now.
No, please don't. It's going to be terrible.
I'm doing it.
So this bear, so everybody knows about, if they don't know about cocaine bear, it's a bear that goes on rampage.
I bet you it happened anyway.
After eating some cocaine. So apparently it's based on a true story where there's some drug lords that actually, they fly this plane over, they're supposed to like drop it at certain places, and it falls off the plane, and they go to find it. The drug people try to go find it, right? And then the bear gets it first. So there's the drug people going in there, there's cops going there. In the movie, there's like a family because they lose their kids apparently. So they're trying to find their fucking kids. And then the cocaine bear comes in and kills them all. I don't know if he kills them all, but he comes in and fucking fucks shit up. So anyways, that's Cocaine Bear. So
yeah, and then
Bear is
and then he snowballs everybody, Sabrina.
No, you have to, don't ever say that again. I'm literally gonna die.
And it's way down yonder at the Chattahoochee. That's where it's at. That's where it takes
that
place.
Is so offensive.
I mean, if you don't kink shame, right?
We got former Han Solo.
GR, you said
Aldrin
that was
Enric.
fun? Like what?
Did you see it? GR, did you see Cocaine Bear? Did you see that shit last night, GR?
Nope. We're talking about snow. Never mind. We're not talking about
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
We're on Cocaine Bear.
Okay, I got opinions. I got opinions, Brian.
Bear.
I got hot takes that I'm coming at you with.
Okay.
If you can,
hold on. Let me finish
it.
my little spiel right here. Let me finish my spiel, and you can get in there hot. Mike, I'll ask you the first question. Okay. So Cocaine Bear. All right. So apparently, there's this guy Thornton.
with me.
Thornton hits his head.
He doesn't really know what it means either.
Let me finish my spiel first, okay?
Sorry.
So this guy Thornton hits his head, he falls on the plane, he dies, and leaves several bags of cocaine scattered in unknown locations of Chattanooga, way down yonder. It has Aldrin Enric, Carrie Fisher, and Ray Liotta, right? Cocaine Bear.
Way down yonder?
Carrie Fisher?
That's the song. Russell, Carrie Russell. Did I say Fisher?
Carrie Fisher.
Sure fucking did. She definitely
CGI.
They
CGI. Carrie Fisher pops in. The force is with you.
And Ray Liotta. Ray
Liotta. It might be one of his last movies. So they made So this movie was $30 million. Okay, it made $2 million. Not bad for Thursday. $30 million. So, anyways, this came out. People are going nuts. You know the titles for this, or people were like in the news today. It was like Cocaine Bear snorts in $2 million. That was
snorts in.
It's a good headline. It's a good headline.
No, Lexi, I googled it. It is offensively not that. Okay, I thought that's what it was too. It's not.
Well, so now that snowball, maybe a little bit, like it's an eighth of an ounce, maybe.
No, also not that. Google it. Just do me a favor and Google it, and you have to look at the slang term,
Google
and it's very offensive.
Bad advice.
Now that our crowd
I'm not giving you bad
advice.
What you're saying is what I believed. I believed it all.
The movie's about. True. I want to ask Mike a question. So, Mike, what do you think about
you're
Cocaine
taking me
Bear?
off camera, so I'd shut up. That's super rude.
Are you excited about this? Do you think it makes sense? It made $2 million, and do you think this is gonna be a good movie?
So Brian, let me explain to you what the term snowball means in the internet community.
Get into it. Tell me all day, every day.
I'm fucking with you because you put me on camera. Let's see. I took notes when I was watching this stuff earlier. Okay, so this is a YouTube algorithm title of a movie, right? Like if you're trying to come up with a salacious title, you're hard pressed to have more immediate impact than Cocaine Bear. Like, but when I actually watched the trailer, like it appears that this is a horror movie, and a bear on cocaine is a scary thing. We saw I got a new tagline here. I'm on board. Also, Idiocracy is real. It's a horror movie, right? Here's the line. Definitely a new kind of predator. Or maybe just a new kind of predator. They dropped me? Am I the only one here? The fact that we were talking about Eric Stone Street a little while ago, who is his collaborator on Modern Family, whose name I can't think of, but I also saw in the trailer there. So let me look this up real quick. Jesse Taylor Ferguson. I was surprised to see him in there, but he was killing it. He was doing a great job. Can't tell. It says that I'm in the live preview. Anybody, can you respond to me in the comments if that's the case? Because it's probably me that's cut off and not them. Oh, it's the Mike show now. Oh, Rachel. Oh shit. Now we can fucking talk now that these assholes are out of the way. Hey, Rachel. Hey, GR. Sex and coke go well together. Yeah, apparently. I'm. I haven't lived in LA for a while, but maybe that's still the case. Yeah. Okay. So, well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I really could get into the snowball situation, but again, the internet is prone to just take you like to come up with a linguistic tag for things, and then this is the playground idea. You say, oh, this is the aristocrats model of jokes. Like this is the horrific, or rather socially unacceptable act that we want to attach to the term, right? At least that was my 5th grade experience. It wasn't actual snowballs. It was more like the terms for things, like I'm sure it is from before my time. I'm sure that the cavemen and cave ladies were snowballing. Like, are you guys familiar with a lot of anthropological works? Has Jane Goodall been? Brian, I'm happy you're back. I was just going to ask about whether I was just wondering if primatologists have been doing a lot of work regarding whether or not monkeys or great apes, gorillas, gibbons, and so forth, if snowballing is a behavior that we see in these proto-humanoid species. So let me look in the chat here. Yeah, Rachel. Oh my God. I don't. You were probably looking at Sabrina's face. I was doing the same thing. Like, I don't know if you saw me seeing Sabrina reading that in real time, but it was it was killing me. I think we both knew that she was gonna be surprised. I guess just thinking that snowballing is blasting a massive mountain of cocaine is one thing, but then it's just and not there's nothing wrong with it. It's consent is the major part of the equation, but societally, we're a little puritanical, so that's not everybody's cup of tea. Let's see what we got here. Lexi, Gilbert Gottfried. Yep. Is Gilbert Gottfried still with us? He peaced out a little while ago, right? They said there was the tsunami, and they said you can't be the duck anymore, and then he checked out. I don't remember. Maybe he just checked out of public life. Hey, watch it, youngster. Oh, GR Waters. I'm sorry. Yeah, like am I getting too close to some 80s activities? Like you're like, oh, let's have a snowball and a snowball. Because that's what I would imagine, like people were a little bit less judgmental at that time. Let's see. Oh, Lexi. Oh, hey, Lexi calls it out in the chat. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, we shouldn't just have these concepts behind closed doors, right? Like we should be open as a society so we can just learn and not be offended by the fact that people exist and have their own lifestyles. Not that not that everything should happen not outside of closed doors, but we shouldn't be judging each other, right? Like so I'm trying to say that I'm a supporter of snowballing in all its forms, as long as consent is provided in written form. It's fully dead. Oh, GR, you were there in the 80s. You got stories about 80s LA, GR. I'm like there's nothing I can do other than try to work with this. If you guys bail on me, that's okay. Or I don't know if Brian's gonna try and restart here.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. Oh,
Oh,
it's raining in LA.
Brian back with that anthropological study that he left to find whether the great apes
That's what I said.
have a history of snowballing that were in the paleontological record.
Thanks for keep going. Welcome to Mike's Corner, everybody. Welcome to Mike's Corner.
Dude, these guys in the chat are terrific, and thank you very much for staying with me. That was unanticipated, but I was having fun.
Motherfucker here. So the lights, all the power went out in the house because it's raining like a motherfucker, and we're in Los Angeles. Apparently, if it rains, everybody goes crazy and fucking knocks telephone poles down because they're idiots. Anyways, so we lost our power for a hot second, and it fucked everything up. The internet's back up. I don't know what Sabrina's doing. She should
That's
be
okay.
here.
You can go back. You can go work on whatever else you're working on. We were having a good time here.
It's time for Mike's Corner, everybody. I'll be back with more drinking.
Mike's Corner.
I did, yes. I wish I had a graphic. I wish I had a fucking like a slideshow for this.
Yeah, you'll see.
Welcome to Mike Casey's Corner, everybody. And we are live. Okay, I'm gonna put it over to you.
Okay,
and I'll be right back within
for real?
less than 2 minutes. Yes, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I go check out Sabrina. I'm getting her back online.
Oh, Mike's Control. I do like the idea.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do though? Mike.
Yeah.
Tell me about.
Oh, you're giving me a prompt. That's very kind of you.
Yes. Okay. So before I do that, let me do this because I'm gonna go back into something before we get into that. So we were just talking about. I don't know what the hell we were talking about. It's been a crazy night tonight. I've been drinking. So we were talking about Cocaine Bear. So Mike, let me ask you about something.
Yeah.
Okay, you watched the trailer, right? Do you think the CGI was great, or do you think it was shit? And do you think they did a good job in post? This is Elizabeth Banks' first fucking directorial debut. Do you think she did a good job? Here she is. Never mind.
You would think that they used CGI in that trailer, but I have it on good authority that was it
was all CGI.
I'm gonna need you to drink for my return.
CGI.
There was this was a special deal that happened with PETA. Where the supervisor on set allowed them to just blast kilos and kilos of cocaine up this bear's nose.
No, dude.
No, it's real. It's real. No. This is not fake news. This is not fake news. I'm not a liar. I'm not a Fox News correspondent.
We're going to go over a little bit tonight because of our power outage here in Los Angeles, California, everybody.
Thanks for coming back, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you for holding down the show, Mike.
Thanks again for comment.
Did it restart?
No, it kept going.
No,
No,
it was great.
It was great.
It was an improvement.
I was lost in no man's land. I was like, I don't understand what's happening.
It was better. It was Mike's Control, according to GR.
PETA loves cocaine.
GR.
Anyway, PETA loves cocaine. You know who else loves snow? South Park loves snow. That's who loves snow. So anyways, we're talking about South Park a little bit. So South Park apparently is an issue right now for HBO and for Paramount Global. And you ask, why? Well, apparently they signed a deal with HBO back in 2019. And they were like, okay, we want all the streaming rights for South Park. So the creators, Matt Parker and Trey Stone, decided to give them the rights, right? Exclusive rights. They paid $500 million for South Park, right? $500 million. And then now HBO is saying, well, Paramount's fucking us over because they had all these specials, which are actually episodes, but they're calling them specials, but we're supposed to get the streaming rights to episodes.
That's sketchy. That is sketchy.
It's sketchy because they signed a deal saying, well, you get the rights to all the episodes, but they air episodes, but they call them specials.
Oh, but if it's 40 minutes long, it's not an episode. My ass. Like, how can the lawyers let that happen?
So that's what they did. And they were making them pay. Again, not even kidding you. It was like
good.
$1.69 million per episode to air this shit.
Yeah, if they got $500 million damn dollars, $1.5 million isn't gonna be much of a disincentive.
And HBO's like, fuck you. And Paramount's like, fuck you, because you owe us rights too. Then you pay us too. So it's a fuck you, a fuck you, a fuck you, and a fuck you. And that's where we're at right now. And so that's why there's a lawsuit. So anyways, so now that's going back and forth. And this came out today. So I don't know where this best show of the week, Rachel says.
I think that technically counts as an impression. That was an impression of Paramount Plus and an impression of HBO Max.
I wasn't Mark Wahlberg. Hey, fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, I'm HBO Max. I'm so creative. I'm Paramount Plus. Like
I'm about to go talk to this South Park member. I'm about to go say fuck you. Sabrina, you're muted. I'm about to go say fuck you. And then fuck you. Huh, fuck you. I'll take a shot.
Thank you.
Anyways.
So Mike, you also did an impression, so you're both gonna have to drink.
I'm
Thank
out.
you.
I'm out. I got nothing. All
I
I got left is
got
this-
more booze.
You
when we had a
just
power
went to
outage,
the liquor
so-
store 5 minutes ago, so you better go get
Yeah,
some
I know.
more
I only got a
after.
little bit. I
You only
got
got-
this.
Take that
I got
mug.
this.
Who
I got
goes to
this
the
mug.
liquor store and gets a Fry Guy? Like, I don't even know what that
Woo.
means.
I got this mug from
Right.
my veterinarian because my
Of course.
veterinarian plays
Oh,
piano
I take a
and he
shot when I'm
flies-
muted. Fair enough.
and he flies an airplane and he's a German man
that's
with
a strong one.
advanced politics. And so I
I'm
bought one
always
of his
muted, you're
mugs.
right.
He's the coolest
Mike.
goddamn person I've ever met.
Mike, what's your introspective on this? What do you think about this? Do you think that HBO's in the wrong or Paramount's in the wrong? And do you think this will ever be settled?
Do I think it'll ever be settled? I don't know. All these wealthy people are profiting off of it. Who cares?
Did you say wealthy people?
Wealthy, yeah, the wealthy people. Do you have
wealthy
do you have a
people.
problem with my upbringing, Sabrina?
I do. I do. That you should remove that stick from your ass and take a shot.
Take it right out. Pull
Yeah,
it out
'cause
hard.
people with sticks in their ass say wealthy.
Well, it wasn't. You didn't say wealthy. You said wealthy.
Yeah. So that means I have a stick in my ass because I said it a second ago. I'm not going to repeat myself.
Like they paid they paid.
I'm
half
sorry. I
a
didn't mean to
billion-
upset you. Like,
They
don't
paid
blat your brow.
Oh, I'm
so
upset
much
now.
money. $500 million on this, Mike. $500 million. I mean, what would you think if all of a sudden?
Dude, it's a joke to make. What do they call them? They don't call them episodes. They call them
specials. They call them events.
Did they? I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it means that the writing in the contract wasn't strong enough. So I don't know if it's going to be enforceable or not. It really comes down to the
Drink a lot, Reese.
entertainment. It really comes down to the entertainment lawyers' takes. But I think that I don't blame Matt and Trey for trying to
Friends
work
of the
the
show, by the
system,
way.
like,
Friends of the show.
like who gives a shit? They're trying to you know they want to
Making
get
their
their
money.
angle out of a system that they know is corrupt, like, you know, to some degree, like all of these systems are. But I don't blame them, but clearly they're trying to get one over in the deal, like no question.
I mean, I think that's a Paramount marketing thing, though, too, on top of it. Well, we can make this work. I bet they said that to him. Sign this contract. We'll make money. You'll make money. We'll make it work. Don't worry about that Warner Brothers contract you signed back in 2019. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. We'll call them specials. We'll call them special events. And it'll be fine. I can see that shit going down in a marketing meeting. I can totally see it going down. And all of a sudden, Warner Brothers, what the fuck?
They
I mean,
are.
last night, it was another day. Yesterday, we talked about the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle episode that just aired, right? And so we talked about that yesterday. And Sabrina were like, where can we find this shit at? We looked at HBO Max, we looked at Paramount Plus. Finally, we found it on Comedy Central. I'm like, where the fuck do we find, South Park at this point? And this is why, because they've signed so many deals and they spread themselves across so many different platforms. How do you even find the content at this point? It's hard for the consumer. It's hard for the actual producers. It causes a problem. And this is why HBO is like, fuck you.
You're saying that they're publishing different pieces of their content on different
On
platforms?
different
On different
platform.
places. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like the new season is on Comedy Central.
Well, dude, that's a hell of a strategy,
Yeah, like
isn't
we
it?
were
Like,
literally
that's a-
trying to
that's a
watch it,
good
and it
way
was
to
like
make money.
it wasn't on Paramount Plus, it wasn't on HBO, it was on
Yeah.
Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Like it's a weird thing.
But it's
But
because these
also-
pandemic ones that were on Paramount Plus before, it made me think it was me on Paramount Plus, but all of a sudden it's on HBO Max. Sorry, Sabrina, continue.
No, that's true. Like, which is weird. I'm like, South Park's on HBO fucking Max. Like, it doesn't make sense. But also, like I mean, I don't know whose
Massive
fault.
merger happened there. It kind of does make sense now based on the plan that they're moving
not
forward. I think.
really. Like
I don't
HBO
blame-
Max
HBO bought the
and-
rights for 23 seasons. They bought the rights for all the seasons,
Yeah.
like for streaming rights. So you think it'd all be there, but it's
for
not.
23, but
They're
there's
edgy.
26 seasons.
Well, maybe 26. I'm sorry, I've been drinking a little bit. So 26 seasons.
Drink, you just made a mistake.
Drink, you cops are drinking. Fucking give me one of those Coronas. Oh my god.
Well,
I only
you
have
went,
one,
You
sorry.
literally
Just-
went to the liquor store 5 minutes before the show because we said we were doing a drinking show.
Literally,
What did you
I
get?
just
One
got
beer?
I just got back from Mexico, so I've got
His
a
liver
Corona-
says, calm
Corona
the fuck
Jones.
down.
Listen, my question is, did you go to the liquor store and get 1 8-ounce beer, like a mini Rona? Like, what did you get? I'm confused.
No, I got a little 2-shot Applejack
Oh,
Daniels.
that stuff's good. I like that
Applejack.
shit.
It was
It's good.
I
It was
see-
nice. I don't
I
need your
see a little
negativity,
bit-
Sabrina.
I see a
I'd
little bit of
appreciate
stuff
your
in there, though.
That's
support.
called beer pressure right
I
there.
see a
I'd
little bit of
appreciate
all
your
of the beer
support,
pressure.
Sabrina.
I have zero support for you. You just did
Oh,
an impression
that's
of me,
so
so I'm going to
hateful.
need you to do
Oh,
a shot.
living in LA, but no support.
Happy
I appreciate
Friday,
it.
everybody. Happy
some,
Friday.
That's some hot take shit right
You're-
there. Brian, you got a topic for us?
It's very hard to
Sabrina,
say. What?
Sabrina,
Jesus
what do you
Christ.
think about this? Do you think that HBO Max actually has something to say about this, or do you think that Paramount can tell them to go fuck themselves?
I think it's the rich fighting amongst the rich, and I don't really give a fuck because I'm not rich. That's where I'm at. Okay. So like it's like rich person A and rich person B being like, I need more money. No, I need more money. Like, go fuck yourself. You're all rich. Like, shut the fuck up. So I'm not into it at all. However, I will say,
You don't see a problem with this, though, the contracts?
of course I see a problem with it, but I didn't read the contract, so I can't tell you exactly who's fucking off who. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's shady, absolutely 100% shady. But like, again, it's like rich A and rich B. It's like I'm not really worried
Win.
about your financial woes. I don't care. And I'm upset for Trey and Matt, like, you know, for being thrown up in the mix of it if it's not their fault. And if it is their fault, it's pretty effed because literally they're like two random dudes who are extremely talented, do not get me wrong, but wound up with like, you know, 26 seasons of South Park, like 4 Broadway shows, like 3 movies. Like, you could not have asked for a better fucking career. Like,
get everything.
let's not milk it. You know what I mean? Like, if it's on them, like, just take where you're getting. Like, I mean, honestly, like, you're doing all right.
They love
Like,
all the money.
I don't like when people are pinching a penny when they don't need to pinch a penny. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure they've been jerked around enough by the big organizations that once they've got so much power, like I really can't blame them jerking the big organizations around. Like I don't know.
Like, who's jerking who though? I want to know who's snowballing who. Somebody tell me.
I still
That's the
stand up
question.
for HBO, like Lexi's saying. Like, they signed an exclusive contract and they got fucked hard with.
Oh,
Like
you're
I said.
muted. Oh, they're back.
No,
You're back.
I almost said
Lexi,
they got fucked hard with no lube. I'm saying it right now.
Thanks
And
for
it
those
sucks.
insights.
It
Thanks
sucks.
for those insights, Lexi. Lexi broke down who's
Lexi,
got
I
all
feel
the
like
rights.
Lexi knows more. Lexi, can you call in? We need you on the show right now. Can we call you in?
They got
Can we
fucked
do a
hard.
call
HBO
in?
got fucked hard. That's all I'm saying. And Paramount's saying, "Oh, we're gonna."
There was
sue
no
you because you
snowballing
haven't-
there. It was
you
just
haven't
a straight hard fuck.
Well, Paramount's saying we're not going to pay you because you haven't paid licensing fees. Well, fuck you. You're fucking me. I'm gonna fuck you. That's all I'm saying.
Whoa.
It's a lot of fucking.
Whoa. Friday show is getting intense.
Can I go back to
Although
Harvey Weinstein
Rachel
for a
says that
second?
she's going to make a custom Kruse Control cocktail for Fridays because
I
she
do
is
like
having so
that.
much fun.
I like that
Thank
too.
you, thank you, Rachel. If you have
love
got
it.
some ideas floating around in
Can
your
you
head
just
as to
try to make
the
it with not so
ingredients.
many ingredients because somebody had to go to the liquor store and still has no more booze. So if you could just
I
try
like
to make it.
I like
I forgot
ingredients. I
something.
like things to be complex and
Oh,
balanced
do
and have
you?
some
Because you
ideas
couldn't even
behind them.
comply with liquor tonight. Okay, so
I forgot
let's
something about
just
earlier.
rein that in.
I want to go back for a second. And this
Okay,
is
let's do it.
uncalled
Let's
for.
go
It's,
back.
it's going back, but I want to talk about Harvey one more time.
Oh
So
no,
Harvey
no,
Weinstein, I
no.
do. I want to talk about
Everybody loves to talk about Harvey.
No,
something
nobody
came
does.
out in the news about Paris Hilton. I forgot to mention this.
Oh right. Oh
So
my God,
Paris-
you guys, where's my dog?
Like, oh my God, my little.
Oh,
stinky-
impression.
Wait, wait.
Ah.
Oh, fuck you. I love you. Here we go. So Paris Hilton
Fuck
said
you, I
that
love you.
she was actually at an event and Harvey Weinstein showed up
This
All
is
right.
actually good. I'm
This
glad
came
you
out
brought it
today.
back up.
at an event, and she's 19 years old, right? This is like, whatever it was 2000, so she's a little bit older now. It was so she's like, oh my God,
She's
Harvey
like 40,
Weinstein,
dude.
he's like the biggest thing in Hollywood. And so I'll drink on that. Okay, hold on.
Uh-huh.
It was,
The
he
funny
walks
thing
up
is-
there and he
Wait a
says,
minute.
well,
Wait a
let me
minute.
tell my story
Really
first.
quickly. No, really quickly. I'm sticking up for you right now.
Okay.
That I read the article that he is talking about, and that's literally how it's written. She sounds like
100%.
that, which is offensive because
God.
this just
Oh my
came
God.
out.
Oh my God, Harvey Weinstein. So he
Okay,
walks
maybe
up
not that bad.
and he walks up and he's like, I hear you want to be a star.
Oh God.
Honestly, that's what he said. That's what she
I
says.
know
And
you're
he-
gonna have
and
to
then she-
drink more. Actually.
And then she goes, I do. And so, anyways, he goes, we should have a meeting. Come to my, literally, it's the same shit that everybody said. Come to my hotel room. I have some scripts there. We'll go over it. And she didn't go. All right. So the next day.
Why,
she
Brad?
bumped
Why
into
didn't you
him.
go? Because I
Because
like
it
just
was
didn't want
shady.
to.
It was shady. That's
No,
why.
she said I just didn't want to.
fucking shady. She probably called her father, who was like
Lexi.
fucking heir of all the hotel rooms in the whole fucking world, and he's like,
Hold
don't
on.
do that shit. You know what I mean?
Hold on.
And so she didn't go.
No. Okay.
Anyways, so she doesn't go.
Oh,
Then
so
she sees
I
him
missed
again.
so many.
Can I tell my story, please?
I'm sorry, I missed so many comments.
So it's okay. So she doesn't go, and then she bumps into him again. It's a vodka, no, whatever. So she goes back again.
Don't read it. No.
And then he bumps into her, and he's like, he gets aggressive with her. And then she goes to the bathroom, and he chases her into the bathroom, right? And then she gets in the stall, she said, and he's banging on the fucking door, yelling at her, and she's like, I'm in the bathroom, leave me alone. And he's like, let me in, I'm Harvey fucking Weinstein, you know? He's like fucking banging on the door. Excuse me, it's burp. And then she won't let him in. Leave me alone. They pull him out of the room. He's like, this is my party. I'm Harvey Weinstein, leave me alone. And she's like, I was scared out of my life. I didn't know what to do. That was it. Whatever. So anyways,
Talk about a cocaine bear.
Talk about an impression.
I think that he's been doing this shit for years. I've heard about it. And she said the same thing. She said, I've heard about it in interviews. I didn't come forward because I've heard about this for years in Hollywood. We've turned our back on this guy. We've turned our heads like this didn't happen. We just, experience that. Don't worry about it. It happened before. That's Hollywood. And you know what? Poor Paris Hilton. She had to deal with so much. I know, Rachel. I know. But the thing is, though, this just been happening for a long time, so I don't care about him. And with that, it's time for what? Our feature story of the night!
No, you...
Wrong one. Our feature story of the night! Everybody, I spilled my shot. It's our feature story.
Shut it down. That is hard bullshit.
Breaking news.
It's time
Hard
for this
bullshit.
breaking news. We're
You
talking
can't
about
bring
Lord
this
of
and not
the
let
Rings.
anybody talk about it, dude. That's fucked.
Lord of the Rings time, everybody.
Oh, okay.
So-
Nobody wants to talk about Smeagol.
Lord of the Rings,
That's
everybody.
not true.
Yeah, well, you're a geek.
We
Yeah,
wanna talk
I
about
never
this.
doubted that. But geeks want to talk about Smeagol.
Are you gonna
so
sing? Are you gonna
you're
sing
wrong
for me?
de facto.
Sing for me.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I will.
Let me do my spiel first, okay? My spiel goes
fuck
first,
it.
and Mike can sing, okay? So, Lord of the Rings, New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers Pictures have hammered out a new multi-year agreement, which will make more Lord of the Rings movies, okay? They're gonna start off with an animated film called The War of Raharaman. That's what I got for that. All right.
Thank you for clarifying.
Raharaman is going to take place 183 years
Rohirrim?
before.
Thank you.
Oh, thank
Rachel.
you, Mike, for that. 183.
That's off the top of the dome, by the way.
You did better than I did. I will not.
Rein
I'm
it
not-
in.
I knew I was going to butcher anyway, so I'll just say now. 183 years before the events of Lord of the Rings, it's going to be about King Rohan and his
Oh, Christ.
dynasty, his life, his his career, his life,
Dynasty.
his dynasty. That's what
Dynasty, embassy,
yeah.
career,
That's
and life.
the word I
Way
was
to
looking
put it in
for.
perspective, Brian.
It's
Thank
coming
you.
out
His
April
embassy.
12th,
He's got a
2024.
diplomatic organization. He's working
Yeah.
with other countries.
Thank
He's got an
you,
embassy.
Rachel.
There will be no precious for all of my announcements.
Thank you,
I'm taking
Rachel.
shots.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you do.
And Lord of the
'Cause you're a
Rings is coming
nerd.
back. And I hope it's not action animation. I hope somebody actually fucking draws this shit and makes it like they did it for The Hobbit. That would be awesome. Like honestly, heard about this.
Was there
And-
drawing in The Hobbit? Was there animation Hobbit?
It's
In the
actually
animated version of The Hobbit,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, not
there
the
was,
actual
there was
Hobbit.
drawing, Sabrina.
Not the Hobbit where people were like
I'm talking
throwing
about
up
the
outside
OG,
because it was
the
like too
best
much for people.
Hobbit
yeah, but
Not
that was digitally
ever.
drawn.
Oh,
I'm just saying, it's
okay.
so good. It's
Thank
so
you.
good. The original Hobbit. So the OG Hobbit was all hand drawn. It was amazing. They are making
This
shit up.
is a Rankin Bass production as of what
Get in there, Mike.
1979, 1979, based on the poster that you had in your basement, Brian. And you guys might know Rankin Bass is a production house due to their work on Thundercats.
Tell us more,
Mike, Mike, hold on. I have
Tell
a
us in
quick
that
question for
sexy
you.
voice. Tell us more,
Do,
Mike.
do you have a blanket like grip clipped to the top of a Asian screen behind you right now?
Yeah, I mean,
Sabrina,
it's not
Sabrina,
grip
leave his
clips.
background alone.
What's
I want to hear
going
Mike's
on?
sexy voice tell the
Yeah,
detail of the
give me
Lord of the
that.
Rings
That
movie.
looks
Come on.
way
Just an
better.
Asian screen.
That blanket was killing me softly. Keep it
I'm
moving.
doing
Hey,
voice
Sabrina,
work
let him
in
tell his
here.
story. This is
I'm
Mike
just saying.
right now. Let him tell his story.
Where's Terry Crews
it's 'cause it's
googling
such a
over your
good-
shoulder?
It's such a good story. It's such a good story, Sabrina. You really
I'm
need
sorry.
to let
Now-
Make love to the
Now
camera,
I can
Mike. Make
focus
love to
on
the
you.
camera.
I couldn't focus on you with that wrinkly sheet
Brian-
behind you.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. This is
Sabrina,
better
you're
for
welcome.
this
You make me go
purpose.
back to a 3-shot. Let's let Mike make love to the camera for a second. This is Mike's corner. It's the KC talk. Let's go.
Thank you, Rachel.
Casey's corner.
Making love to a microphone, Brian.
Stop being weird, everyone.
You don't unless you want me to make love. Unless you want me to make love to the camera.
Sweaty
I want you
balls.
to make love to that microphone.
Oh my God, your balls are so sweaty. They taste so good in my
the
mouth.
reason, wow, snowball baby.
Caca.
Oh,
The reason,
cha-ching on the callback.
thank you. The reason Brian's putting me on the spot like this is because I am indeed a fan of the 1979. I want to say 1979. It might be 1978. CBS special, The Hobbit, produced by Rankin Bass. They did
CBS
two.
special? Like, what
Oh,
are you,
oh,
how
leave him
old
alone.
are
This
you?
is back when
Sabrina,
they
leave
used to
him
put
alone.
crazy- Sabrina,
crazy
leave him
stuff.
alone.
How
Let him
old
get in
are
there.
you?
flying.
What do you mean
I'm flying.
1975?
Let him talk,
Okay,
Sabrina.
okay, I'll shut the fuck up.
Have you ever seen a rerun, Sabrina? Are you familiar?
I mean,
Are you familiar with the concept?
You just said Brian thinks I'm a fan. Brian knows I'm a fan of the 1975 special, like as if you lived it. It just sounded. It was a weird delivery, and I just
He had a poster in his basement of the Hobbit with like
Sounds so good.
of the CBS TV movie. Like, so it's interesting to have a poster of a TV movie in your house like that. So I would expect that he's familiar with the fact that I'm familiar
it was a familiar conversation for you guys. I get it now.
What he
Sabrina.
wanted was for me to sing down to Goblin Town, which
I
is
asked for that,
one of the great.
Let's let him get into it. Let's get.
I'm gonna
now
try,
it's
I'm gonna try
time
and get low.
for the KC corner. Dun 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 dun.
Down to Goblin Town.
Nope.
Down to Goblin Town. Down to Goblin Town. Do 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 do.
We weren't born 75
You go,
years ago.
my
Jared.
lad. Ho ho, my lad. And then
Sabrina can't handle that.
It keeps going from there.
Now, now
if that's nerdy, I don't want to be cool.
oh, it's definitely
No one
nerdy,
must
and
be
everyone
cool.
in the audience
No,
should
no.
take a shot to have endured that.
If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, then you
No
can
one
keep
liked
your
it.
comments to yourself.
No one liked
or
it.
Get in there,
share
Mike.
them,
Tell
too,
me your
because
story.
We appreciate.
Keep your day job, Mike.
Oh, thanks, Gr. These are memories. I'm sharing things that are deep down in my soul that pop up in my subconscious every day of my life. So, you can kick them to the curb if you want to, and I respect that.
Oh, we will.
Oh, thank you, Lexi. The animated Lord of the Rings. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
He loves it.
All of these, they had a really kind of intense, and I think they affected the Peter Jackson stuff too. Like, especially and the Hobbit movies that came out later, which I was mad on. I'm happy. I was happy to see more of it, but they definitely brought in the songs, which were a big part of the Tolkien originals. But like Sabrina says, I'm a big nerd. The Silmarillion was the most interesting part of the Lord of the Rings whole universe, and that's the nerdiest, like most.
I wasn't being negative by saying that you were a nerd. I thought, it was very appropriate to the conversation, and also that song. You gave me the 1975. I know that you weren't alive in 1975. The way that you said it rolled off the tongue. The 1975 rolled off the tongue.
Literally, Sabrina, I don't take that as a term of derogation. I hear when I hear you say nerd, like I literally walk into my house
Nerd alert.
every evening after work, and I say, "Hey, nerds," to my wife and my dog because I love them and I call them my nerds. So it doesn't
Nerd
hurt
alert.
me at all.
I
It
love
makes me feel nice inside, Sabrina. So thank you.
Okay. Well, congratulations, nerd. You win.
That's sweet of you to say.
My biggest problem with you is that you didn't bring enough alcohol for the show. So it's not nerd related.
It's the Mike show now,
alcohol
so get on board.
So, Mike, are you excited about this then? You happy about they're doing more Lord of the Rings and they're starting off with a big, big, big animation show?
I always want more. Like, what's going to happen is they're going to come up with it, and I'm going to be like, oh, this is a Hollywood grab for IP. This sucks. Like, this is stupid. Like, this is for children. And then about 45 minutes after I leave the theater, I'm going to say, Mike, you're a tight ass. Like, why are you trying to just bring negativity to people that are just trying to do something creative? Like, you're being cynical. And then I'll be like, oh, whatever. Okay, I get to see more elves. I get to see more elves and arrows and people pretending to be goblins in the forest. Like,
yes.
yeah, like, yeah, if you're pretending to be a goblin in the forest, I'm on board. Okay, like, let's get down. You can at Touchy Ghost at Twitter. Tell me I want to be hashtag I want to be a goblin. And
Tell
and
at Touchy Ghost all day, every day.
We can make something happen. There's going to be an event. We're putting it together. There's this great campground in Georgia. We got 6 days over the weekend
in Georgia. What?
Georgia? Are you in Georgia?
Well,
no, he's not.
My we're gonna be goblins together. Hashtag we're gonna be goblins together weekend is already planned. So
is that
super nerd?
Jesus
hashtag is that real?
Hashtag you guys are fucking gullible. All right.
Oh. Hashtag not a nerd.
Someone needs to be a designated
We're
driver.
Not going
That's true.
Anywhere, Lexi.
Anyways, so Mike, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this. It could be fun.
Yeah.
Sabrina, you've been rebuttaling us all night. What do you think about a new Lord of the Rings starting off the animation film? And do you think it's a good idea to delve back in to the Shire?
Oh, is that what it's called? The Shire?
Yeah. Get your Hobbit facts.
I thought that was a place in New Hampshire.
Get your widget
Shire.
faces on. Widget face is not real.
Oh Christ Almighty!
Widget feet. I was gonna say.
Yeah, New Hobbit Shire in Maine.
Okay, so first of all, the Lord of the Rings is stupid. I like to throw that out there right out front to let you know where I stand. Second of all, my first brush with the Lord of the Rings was the extended version, which for some reason I agreed to watch, like in between working 75 hours a week. I would just sit on the couch, and my roommate at the time would force me to watch it, and I would fall asleep. And when I fell asleep the next day, he'd be like, so you fell asleep at this point? And I was like, okay, great, thanks. I can't wait to fall asleep again. And my favorite moment of the entire 12 hours of film that I had to watch before I wanted to punch somebody in the face was when they were like, so are you afraid that Frodo's going to get eaten by the spiders? I was like, no, I'm not afraid. Today. Fucking Frodo's going to get eaten by... It's movie 1. There's 3 movies. Obviously, Frodo is not going to get eaten by the spiders.
Suspend your goddamn disbelief.
In what point do you think
Come on.
Dude, it was so not believable. Even and like if they made it more believable in some way, shape, or form, maybe I would have bought it. But I'm literally laying on the couch, like eating one piece of popcorn and being like, "Oh, this is so awful." Aren't you afraid about the spiders? And I'm terrified of spiders, by the way, arachnophobic to the max. I was like, no. And I went to sleep, and then the next day I watched 4 more hours, and the next day I watched. It was terrifyingly awful, and I hated it.
Let me give you one, Sabrina.
No, not done yet. Not done.
You hate them. Not done. Everybody, in case you're wondering, not done.
Not done. My other moment was in between, like the second and the third movie. Like they creep up over a hill, and it's like
seen them all.
Yeah, I have, dickbag. I have seen them all. I've seen them all. I watched 12 hours of uncinematic genius to my dismay. Okay,
you don't believe it's genius. You don't. You do not believe it's genius.
It was a watershed moment in cinema. What, in 2001? Like there'd been nothing. He was bringing back Akira Kurosawa, but in the digital realm. Like if you're paying attention at the time, like I cannot.
So if you guys shut me up and switch stories, okay? So let's shut the fuck up and listen to me. Between 2 and 3 movies, Dumb and Dumber, I had to watch them peek over a fucking willow cloud and look down and be like, there it is. And then the movie ended. If I was a fan and actually gave a shit and went to the fucking movies and that movie ended like that, I would be like, I have to wait another 2 years for this piece of shit to come out and see what happens. That is fucked and stupid and rude. Okay. So I am against it on all fronts. I'm against it as a movie watcher. I'm against it as a content person, and I'm against it as a fantasy hater. So there you go. You're welcome. And I do not want any more of it. The Hobbit made people vomit in the theater. I'm not here for that.
Oh, right. The 60 frames per second. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you. It's not for me. It's not for me.
I appreciate that you personally came out of
as is like Marvel shit, superhero shit. I'm not trying to find people growing out of the earth and turning into like fucking barely recognizable characters over a ring. Like that's not for me. I'm sorry. It's too much.
Hey, Sabrina.
Yes.
Dwarves don't just spring out of holes in the ground.
I'm talking about Smeagol, bro. Smeagol lied. I'm talking about Smeagol.
If anybody in the comments is a Lord of the Rings fan, that's a hot joke.
Talking about Smeagol.
I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you coming out of the closet as a fantasy hater, because I was just about to accuse you of that.
I am a fantasy hater. It's not out of the
closet.
No, okay.
So let me. If you're coming out of the closet as a fantasy hater, let me come out of the closet as a
fantasy lover.
As a fantasy lover.
Like the hard lover.
Because this was
the hard lover.
Getting
in there, not caring about how hard it is.
7 or 8. Oh, I like my fantasy hard, Brian.
Obviously.
Probably about 7 years ago.
Yes, I like fantasy too, Rachel. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just answering a chat. Go, Mike, go.
It's okay. It's going to be the Mike show in a second here when you guys
cut
out because you start flooding.
Welcome to Casey's Corner.
Okay. I just want to share because I'm proud of it. I just surprised my wife with 1 year because she had been excited about the movies. So I set up so we watch all the movies. The Lord of the Rings movies.
Oh,
the main
really?
four.
No.
Yeah. Hey, Sabrina, she's a fucking nerd. Surprise!
Lynn,
you're gonna have to learn
to
accept that. But what I did, which I thought was cool, and she appreciated a lot, is I did all of the. Some of you may know that the Hobbits have more than the traditional breakfast, lunch, dinner. They have breakfast, second breakfast, 11sies, lunch, dinner, supper, tea. So I believe that there are 7 traditional Hobbit meals.
Please pause.
Please
pause. Let's take a drink to Mike being a fucking nerd, everybody.
We're all the
nerdiest of nerds.
No.
He just named 12 meals that a fucking Hobbit has.
Not nearly the nerdiest of nerds. You do not know how deep this rabbit hole goes.
17 meals that a fucking Hobbit has.
Yeah, from the movie. I'm not even getting into the book.
Nerd news.
Oh,
yeah, thanks, Rachel. It was a Hobbit meal schedule, and I did I cooked everything I could. It was like little tarts and stews and like everything, trying to be as true to the idea of what a Hobbit might eat in the Shire. So I just wanted to share that because I'm proud of it, irrespective of fantasy hater Sabrina, and also doing something like that for your wife. I'm like this far. I'm this far into the fantasy thing. The fantasy well goes this deep, and I am this far in.
I was gonna say that doing something that thoughtful for your wife deserves like a fucking 17 car parade. Like, thank you, and
that's what I want.
On behalf of all spouses everywhere. Men, women, and children, whoever the fuck is getting that attention from the person who they love.
Except for the fact that I'm a fucking nerd.
No, that's just from me. That's from my perspective. Brian, if you ever asked me to prepare you a Hobbit breakfast, I would kindly tell you to go fuck yourself. I'm just saying.
You better bring it.
I'm not bringing anything.
Rachel and Lexi, you're melting my heart. That's so
They're
sweet.
Amazing.
Rachel and Lexi are adorable. My point is,
Friday, everybody.
What you did was amazing to your wife, but the knowledge that was behind it is slightly off-putting to normal people. That's all I'm saying.
Sabrina, do you think that they'll actually make more Lord of the Rings now? Zaslav says we're trying to venture off into more of this. Because the big thing is right now with HBO Max is this.
Entering the 47th minute of our Lord of the Rings coverage.
I know. We're gonna wrap it up soon.
We're going over because it's Drunk Friday, and it's also
over 22 minutes. We've gone for a while. We lost about 15 before. But anyways, Sabrina. So what happened before was like Zaslav said. He said, "Okay, we're regrouping. We're changing shit."
You know the answer to this fucking question, Ryan.
No, I'm not done. I haven't asked my question yet.
Yeah, but you know the answer.
Well, I know it so much. So, But anyways, Zaslav said, like, we're regrouping. We're going to do
Mhm.
some more Lord of the Rings. We're doing more Harry Potter, he said, too, which, again, that's a whole different development. But Lord of the Rings, he said, we're diving back into that franchise. It made us millions and millions of dollars. Are you happy this is even a conversation today? Do you think this is a good thing they're actually delving back into Harry Potter? Or not? Fuck me. Lord of the Rings?
I'm also not happy about that. Also not happy about Harry Potter.
Sabrina, do you think it's good they're delving back into Lord of the Rings, or should they have left it in the past? That's the fucking question.
I think you know what her opinion is going to be.
I will repeat. I will repeat for continuity that you know the answer to this question.
For continuity,
it is absolutely fucking nobody needs more Lord of the Rings, and we tried more Lord of the Rings with The Hobbit, and it made people vomit. Literally,
people loved it though. Still, it did well. It did well though.
No one loved it. They vomited. It did
well though.
People ran outside and vomited. Like when they did whatever. Weird.
That's just due to the film technique. That has nothing to do with the film.
If I went to a movie and I threw up, I guarantee you I'm never gonna watch that shit again.
Frame rate.
Like
Avatar also the same frame rate, and people did not throw up during that.
Yeah, well, also Avatar is a piece of shit as well. So you're welcome.
The Way of Water.
I'm just saying that
The Way of Water.
I think Lord of the Rings again did very well.
Thank you, Mike.
People who liked it.
You're welcome, Brian.
Okay, go fuck yourself. So don't make me Mrs. Mia Wallace you, because I will. I want you to put everything in perspective. Okay,
Tell me more.
Great. They did. Did you ask me a fucking question or not?
I said, tell me more.
Like, does he have a car? Yeah, not happening. You're being super rude, and I'm not going to talk anymore. Fine, fuck you both. You are a nerd, and you're very lovely to your wife. Brian, you're a nerd, and you're very drunk. And you know what? I'm not a nerd, and also pretty drunk. So that's our show, everybody.
Anyways, thank you all for being here. I guess that's it. Mike,
hell of a
thank you for being here.
I did it.
Mike, thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah,
thank you for drinking with us tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Appreciate you.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Alexi said I hate Avatar. So yes, I was right.
Lexi, not Alexa.
I know. I corrected myself, douchebag, and also
you said it twice. You said Alexa twice.
No, I didn't say Alexa, dickbag. I said Lexi.
GR's disagreeing with you.
No, GR said it wasn't that bad. Avatar. I'm gonna also put up things that don't favor me. I will put up all the comments, but I was not paying attention.
Fuck more Avatar.
Thank you, Thank you, Rachel.
You see Avatar, Mike?
I haven't. I'd just like to take this moment to thank everybody in the comments. Thanks for staying with me, guys. I mean, this is what I had to work with today.
Staying with you.
I really appreciate you guys bringing the show today, because I think that's where the effort really came. And I hope that
this was an experimental show, and the experiment yielded that you will not be on a Friday again. That's what it yielded.
Let's find out if
that's bullshit.
I will be having Lynn on though on a Friday. I assure you.
And she's going to tell you how how delicious the Hobbit meals were.
Oh my God! No, we're not doing.
She will. She's going to tell you that.
Anybody have a shout
Gio
left?
said thanks for a weird show. Thank you for watching.
It's a weird show. Anybody have a shout left? Anybody?
What? Yeah.
Anybody have a shout left?
Ice.
Cheers.
Yeah. Okay. This is ice water.
Everybody, happy
Thank
Friday!
you.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. One more shot.
Wait, and also please let us know if this is something that you would like to see again, because we will not do it again if you do not think it's something that you would like to see again. We need
It's been a day.
input. Do you like the shots show, or do you like the regular show? Or
Sabrina's really wondering if you just want to have nonstop Lord of the Rings content.
No, nobody wants to know that ever in the history.
Yeah, but that's what we were doing tonight. So I think that's
literally
what they're
no one
really
in the world
asking
wants
for.
to know that.
Rings control.
No, I didn't even do my shot.
The ring control.
Oh,
Who
God.
can stop it?
The ring.
Somebody.
The one ring.
Anyways, thank you all for being here. Appreciate it as always. My name is Brian Kruse. I am your host, as always, and your main event player. I don't know. I'm drunk a little bit. Thank you, Mike, for being here. Appreciate you as always. One of my best friends in the world. Thank you, Sabrina, for being here. The lovely Sabrina Vittori from Hawk Anamorphic, the best place in the world to get your anamorphic needs. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you as always. Thank you for joining us here on Kruse Control. You are amazing. And we don't know if this will work again. We'll try. Maybe we'll do it again. Who knows?
Yeah, it was
We'll
fun.
see what happens. Anyways, have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Take care and see ya.
See ya.